Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Command and Conquer, the Nod campaign. And when last we left off, we were about to go and obliterate this GDI base over here with GDI units. And with these units, we could pretty much steamroll our way towards the left-hand side of the base where the construction yard is. That's where we really want to go, but there are a few things we want to avoid. We want to avoid that advanced guard tower for as long as we possibly can. Unfortunately, that's not going to be very long, because we most certainly are going to have to fight it. There we go, a third tank there should be good for defending this base. Also, that Humvee has now gone and destroyed our defense against airstrikes. Let's go and deal with that, shall we? There we go. One tank could definitely deal with that. How would 3 do? The answer is very well indeed. I don't know why they keep rebuilding that, but what I do know is I think they have a lot of resources. A lot of resources. I think the silos are somewhere in the north of the base, and they're going to be pretty full. There is a lot of Tiberium over there. Right, let's group all these units together. Also an interesting point, if you hold down the X button or just press it, any infantry will scatter, which is really, really useful for dealing with the any of the flamethrowers or tanks that will try and run them over. It's a really good idea to do. Also, there's another Humvee. It's made a terrible mistake, and that terrible mistake is trying to defeat my line of tanks. There are a few things we need to destroy in a particular order. First, they're going to send even more Humvees after us. This is a terrible idea. And they're going to build yet another one of these towers. I have no idea why they keep doing that, but hey, it does make my job just a little bit easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to eliminate a selection of units in a particular order. The first thing is we're going to deal with this barracks. Very quickly, by holding Alt, we can force move and run over all of these things here. And then we're going to blow up this barracks. Blowing up this barracks is pretty much going to guarantee that we can deal with most of the things here. So that's now gone. Then we're going to move south. Oh, we're going to deal with that first, actually. That is the advanced guard tower. It fires lots of rockets and is very, very dangerous. And once we've dealt with that, we're going to go over here and we're going to deal with the construction yard, which is indeed over in the left. We may be taking a small barrage of fire from the guard tower, but destroying this is very much worth it. The main reason being is that we want to deal with any buildings being rebuilt. And now we have really nothing to worry about, especially. There are not going to be any more infantry units. We have lost a fair few tanks doing this, but now we can quite safely blow up everything here. They're not going to be building any more guard towers or anything else, though. I'm pretty sure at this point they'll have built another guard tower over here. Yes, for some reason they like doing that. And now we can destroy this base at our leisure. It's quite safe to say that we did pretty well dealing with that. A little bit more micromanagement, we could have dealt with a few of them a little bit better. But hey, it wasn't too bad at all. Let's deal with you, shall we? There we go. You can see all of those silos there. The amount of Tiberium they have is ridiculous. Also a good way of dealing with the harvester. Blow it up while it's in the refinery. And then the harvester goes with it. Marvellous. We're going to steal that box there. I have no idea what it does, but we're going to steal it. There we go. It's ours now. Whatever it is. We'll deal with this, because right now we can still build tanks. Not that I think they're doing so, but they could definitely still build tanks. But I have no idea what that infantry unit was doing. Some of these will go up to try and deal with our base. Other ones will go around to try and blow up these tanks. But generally, none of them are going to succeed. Here are a few tanks. There are a couple of tanks left around the map, and they're going to make the mistake of trying to engage with my defending units. My defending units certainly outmatch them, mainly due to sheer numbers. There we go. There are 3 tanks, but if they'd all come at once, they might have done something. As it stands, they all came singularly, and thus did absolutely nothing. A few minigunners are not going to be any problem whatsoever. Alright, next thing we want to deal with are these landing pads for the orcas. Oh, hello! You made the mistake of trying to deal with us here. Not sure how many of the units we have left. I think it might just be that. It might just be that. Oh, and the silos. We could deal with the silos, though. There we go. really should have dealt with the silos first. That would have destroyed a lot of their income. Oh, there's a technician. There was a technician. And there was a minigunner. They're still repairing their buildings. There's really not much point. You are most certainly going to lose them. You don't actually think this tank can blow up this by itself. But with two of them, yeah, it eventually did it. It eventually did it. They have a few of these silos. I think they have 4. I really should start building more than one refinery, though. I think in the next mission I'll probably build another one. There we go. That's gone, and I think now there's only this left. Not bad at all. I think that was a pretty successful attack, wouldn't you? And these rocket troopers were not needed whatsoever. Or were they not needed whatsoever? Let's just blow up this tower, shall we? There we go. One more minigunner. I'm pretty sure we can deal with that. And there's another unit somewhere. Let's go and find it, shall we? Is it a harvester? Is it another defensive structure? Who knows? We'll go find it, though. We'll just get a... well, we can't build a... I was about to say we'll build a recon bike. Wait, we can't build a recon bike because we don't have access to that unit. Now, where is this unit? It's probably a harvester. It's probably a harvester, but then again, it could be a unit in here somewhere. Well, let's go send a few tanks to go and have a look, shall we? It's really the only part of the map we haven't yet explored. Unless there's something in here that we haven't looked at. Ah, 2 more silos. Never mind, it's silos. That are going to spend all of their money trying to repair themselves. Which is really self-defeating. Don't worry, we'll keep those silos active for some reason. Who knows? Maybe one of the minigunners may destroy my entire base. Or not. Oh, it's a technician. We'll let you run.
Mission accomplished.
And we've finished the mission. Excellent! I don't think our efficiency... Yeah, 1%. I didn't think that was going to be very good. However, those ending credits aren't so bad. And we may have lost some units, but GDI lost a lot more than we did. A lot more. And I think they lost a lot more buildings, too. Yeah, 34 compared to R6. I think the guard towers count as buildings. There we go. Next mission. Let's see how the tactical map is now. What did we gain? Excellent. Did we lose anything? We lost Egypt and that territory. Where are we going? We are going back to Egypt. I think we're going to have to take it back. What do you have to say, Kane?
Our African campaign is going well, but our Egyptian fortifications have been weakened by GDI attacks from the Nile. One of our bases is under fire, and I need you to reinforce and rebuild. Remove the GDI presence from this region once and for all. Towards that end, we have developed a new weapon you may find useful. It's your move.
And here we are with this mission. This mission is indeed a difficult one. If memory serves, we have 3 separate groups of units that are all split up. And one of them is a commando.
Yes, sir.
The commando is here, but we also have more units somewhere. Yes, we have a few rocket troopers and some engineers. And we are back. Apologies for the interruption there, but I'd recorded pretty much the rest of this video and it didn't go through. So let's do it again, shall we? The commando is really good at dealing with infantry and with the buildings, and it's quite fast and has a lot of health, but unfortunately is not good at all at dealing with vehicles. In fact, even a buggy or a Humvee can deal with the commando in time. What you need to use the commando for is dealing with a lot of units in the infantry form, like grenadiers, really good at dealing with grenadiers, and also really good at blowing up key buildings. You want to make sure here that the commando does not get hurt, because you need that health for later. You have to unite all three aspects of your small force, the rocket troopers, the commando, and the engineers. The engineers are optional, but the engineers are really useful to get. Let's combine these units together, and we need to send them down to the south here. You have a time limit here, because an airstrike is coming. Also, there are a lot of save slots here, because I was doing this in an incremental manner, as the previous saves show, but we're now overwriting them. We need to use the commando to clear out a few units down here. Mainly we need to deal with all these minigunners. The minigunners here will just cause a problem later that we really want to deal with. There we go, they're gone. The rocket troopers are going to be used to eliminate a medium tank that is over to the left here. The medium tank is a severe problem. The commando cannot deal with a medium tank at all. You may be wondering why we even want these engineers. We need to recapture our base for a start, and also the church that's over there will give us some income if we manage to get it. But that is a big if right now. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to send this unit of rocket troopers up here and to deal with a tank that is soon going to come and attack. In fact, the tank should be just around here. There we go. Shouldn't take very long to eliminate, and if we're lucky, the rocket troopers will barely take a scratch. And that's what we want. We don't, however, want the rocket troopers to go face to face with the Humvee. The reason why is that the Humvee will destroy them. However, the Humvee will not be able to destroy the health of the commando very quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to send the rocket troopers up a little bit more, and then we're going to send that up there, and then send the rocket troopers to careful, the rocket troopers there to that went terribly. As you can see, that's what will happen if you send it in the wrong order. And also, you saw the grenadier and the rocket troopers heading up there. They were heading up to go and kill the engineers. You don't want that to happen. Be a little bit more careful with this. What I want to do is actually have a little bit of a combat here, and then send that up there like this. Much better. Managed that this time. We did lose a single rocket trooper. That's okay, though. I was expecting to lose at least one. And we only have half health in the commando, which is not good. Alright, there we go. Excellent. We now have access to the engineers. And while we're at it, we also want to get this money that's in the church. There's 2,000 in here. There we go. We got it. And now we want to leave as quickly as we can, because the longer we spend doing this, the more likely we are to lose units. We're also going to leave one rocket trooper here. This is the new Unit 2. There we go. There are a few minigunners over here in the on this ridge that we're going to deal with now. There we go. Unit 2, and we'll quickly send you over there to go and deal with this one. No problem. There we go. I'm on it. We want to go and get to this base to the south, but we want to make sure that we get the harvester that's going to be going to the refinery. No problem. And we left one rocket trooper up there because the airstrikes always go for the northernmost unit. We want to now send one engineer to go and get that power plant. And now we want to... Whoa, careful, careful, careful. We want very quickly indeed, to go and build a Hand of Nod. Very quickly indeed. We want a Hand of Nod here. And now we very quickly want a turret. And we want to save here because we don't want to send the harvester over to the east. We want to send the harvester over to the west here. We have now lost our rocket trooper up there. There we go, we have that there, and now we want to build some flame troopers. Very quickly. Flame troopers need to be built, rocket troopers need to be built. They are Unit 4, and these are Unit 3. Or a Unit 2, rather. Because soon we're going to get... Here they come! Here comes a tank. Now what we want to do is we want to get this tank destroyed, but there are going to be a lot more units coming very soon. So now we're going to slow down the game speed substantially. Because these tanks and are just the start of an attack. You can see a lot of units coming up from there. There's a lot of units. There are also going to be some Humvees coming as well. We want another power plant. Really quickly, we want more units. There are going to be a lot of units coming. Some of them from the east there, and some of them from down there. I'm only slowing down here because here is really worth it to slow down. If you don't slow down here, you can lose really quickly. Right, we want, what do we want now? We want another we want a communications tower. But we're actually going to hold off on that because we're going to need another rocket trooper. We want these units to go down here and ignore the, there we go, we want that to deal with them. Excellent. The Humvee will be dealt with by the, As you can see here come a lot of units. We're going to send this pair of flame troopers over here, and you're going to deal with that. We're going to lose the commando. That's okay, though. Also, you need to repair. The flame trooper is going to be really good at dealing with these units, which is good. There we are. Excellent. I think now we're in a good situation. Just for the moment, anyway. We also want to send one minigunner north of all these units so that we're not going to be attacked by the airstrikes with all these units here. So you're going to go up there. That was actually very well done. A little bit of a slow speed there. We were always going to lose the commando, but I'd rather lose the commando and keep everything else than keep the commando, lose the base, and then lose the commando. There we go. One facility there. Marvellous. The next thing we want to do is we actually want to use the rocket troopers here to blow up this concrete wall. There's also a gunship to the south. Also, here come some more units. Fortunately, I think those units are going to get caught up on the turret. There we go. Or they're just going to go over there. Much better. You see that there? That there is the use of a singular turret to distract the enemy. You also don't want to attack that gunship. Attacking the gunship there is a really bad idea. We're going to start building an airstrip because the sooner we build an airstrip, the sooner we're going to be able to gain control of... Oh, you need to be a lot further north than that. A lot further north. There we go. Need to get rid of these things here. We also need to build a few more silos. We'll be doing that in time. Here come 2 medium tanks. Fortunately, we have a small force that will be able to deal with that. And that is going to be Unit 1 now. You're going to be Unit 2. Excellent. Once that bit of... yep, there we go. Once that's destroyed, we will now have an airstrip, which is fantastic. We also want some silos. I think we'll put those here. There we are. Silos have been built. I think that might be a mistake to put the silos there specifically, because that might... oh dear, you're going after my unit there. Not good. Fortunately, when you're distracted, you're not going to be going against my rocket troopers here. Oh, attack us one. Do not actually just run away, that's a terrible idea. There we go. Marvellous. A combined arms fire there certainly was useful. Now we're going to see what happens with this tank. Is it going to go after the turret? Or is it going to go after the silos? I have no idea what this tank's going after, actually. Well, we'll deal with it regardless. There we go. Excellent. I think it's safe to say now that we have a good defensive position here. We can't build any more concrete walls to replace the ones that are currently there, but we can build a... I think we build a repair facility. That's actually important to do at this point. The repair facility is going to be very useful, and we'll put it over here, right next to where we're getting these tanks. The turrets are also very useful, much like how the guard tower was in the previous mission. The turrets can be used to distract a lot of firepower that would otherwise be... Oh, that was against... Oh dear, the tank was the northernmost unit, wasn't it? Oops. We lost a lot of rocket troopers there. That's not good. Fortunately, we can back up here and allow the turret to take care of this. Here comes 2 medium tanks. We can deal with 2 medium tanks, however. At least I hope we can deal with 2 medium tanks. Let's send some light tanks against it, shall we? There we go. You deal with that, and we'll just keep this repaired. Excellent. Marvellous. now you need to focus there. The first thing it's blowing up actually is the repair facility there, but that was a critical mistake. We could deal with you. Marvellous. I think that's quite a victory. Okay, what do we want to do here? We want to get this repaired. The other one doesn't need repairing right now. We want at the moment to have just one location and direction that the units can attack us in. But at the moment we're going to focus on our defences. We could build a few SAM sites, but there's really not much point. We do want a singular unit to take up all the firepower that's going to be sent our way. So, north you go. Excellent. At the moment we want to start exploring a bit, so a mud buggy might actually not be a bad thing to get, just to explore around and see what we can find. It could be a terrible mistake, but a second turret will not go amiss. We could put one by the silos. There we go. Off you go, little buggy! Go and find me some opponents. Actually, don't find me opponents. Find me loads of areas that have no opponents at all. We'll just put that there. Excellent. We also are running out of power here, so a third power plant would not go amiss. What's over here? Probably a lot of Tiberium. That's pretty good. Tiberium is always good to find. We're definitely going to be taking care of that eventually, as in taking control of it. Any vehicles over here? There's sometimes a guarding tanks, but I think when we took over our base again, the tank that was guarding here went back to basically try and obliterate us, and completely failed in the process. Excellent. I think it's safe to say that we now have a moderately decent army here. We also have artillery now that we can build. Artillery are really good at bombarding the opponent from range, but we are still going to be building a lot of tanks and a fair few flame troopers for when we need them. The problem with the artillery is it is really slow. It is really slow. Also, you seem intent at going after that unit there. Fortunately, if you're going after that unit, you're not paying attention to my tanks. And if you're not paying attention to my tanks, that means we can blow up your tanks. We're gonna back this tank up for now. There we go. That was close, but not close enough. Or shall we say, not close enough. Alright, let's get this tank built. Or rather repaired. There we go. This will attract the attention of... attract the attention of that turret there. We'll just repair this turret, and that should take care of... Excellent. They're not very good at dealing with... I was about to say they're not very good at dealing with infantry, and then suddenly the infantry were obliterated there. And so, when we come back, folks, we'll continue to build various vehicles that we need to crush the GDI base that I imagine is somewhere over there. Oh! Excellent! One minigunner, well used. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.